All right, good morning and welcome to the T-Bird Spotlight. Today we welcome Tyson Tippett from the track team. Tyson is perhaps he's going to go into kinesiology or psychology major. So Tyson, can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Okay, I am 20 years old. I came to MCC last year. I'm a sophomore. I competed in the 100, 200, 4x1, and early in the season I was competing in the 60 for indoor season. And yeah, I have my dad actually went to MCC. He played basketball there under Coach Willie Young. Mm-hmm. Sure
With
did.
Coach Willie?
Yeah, my dad and my uncle,
Your
both of
uncle.
them. Uh, um, Jamal Livingston. Or they call him Stretch, but
What's your what year was this? Do you know?
the 90s.
I know. I came in 99, so I didn't
Yeah,
know.
it was like I don't
Okay.
even know. Maybe like 95, 96.
All right. So right before me.
Yeah, one of them years. I know Willie knows my dad though, so
Yeah,
they've talked a couple times.
that's cool.
And then that's really about it with me.
That's about it.
Yeah, and
Where'd you go to high school, Tyson?
I went to Chandler High.
All right. The track program obviously is kind of known over there at the Chandler Wolves.
Yeah.
So how come you picked MCC?
Originally I was actually gonna go out of high school to an NAIA or a Division two, and Coach Lawrence Strice, the sprints coach, he had
Yeah.
caught me at one of our high school meets, and he just kind of was telling me, he was like, I feel like if I can get, we got a person who has progressed with me over 1 year from being average to being above average in the state. And I feel like if I got you along with more fast people just like you, I can make you guys better athletes and better people. And I thought that was like a good concept rather than go to a school that doesn't really care about me. I'll go to somewhere that wants to develop me as an athlete and a person. So I took a chance on that. I just said I'm just going to MCC.
So is it working out?
It's been good. Last year was a little up and down. It was more like uh kind of had to like buy into it and like believe like what they were like trying to teach us.
So
And
in
like towards the
track.
end of the year,
So
excuse me,
sorry. So in track, like what do you have to buy into?
the training method. So
Describe it.
a lot of different coaches like have different ways that they like to train their athletes. So a lot of people, it's like some people like to do a lot of conditioning and like less speed stuff, and then others like to try to mix both in at the exact same time. Others like to just do straight speed stuff, no conditioning. So you just like good at short stuff and you can't go like further into like longer events. So when I got here from high school to coming into MCC, it was like two completely different 9 day types of workouts. Like
Yeah.
some would be similar, but they were completely different. So I had to like try to get my body used to doing some of the things.
Mhm.
And it's a bit of a learning curve because you got to like learn something brand new from what you've been taught.
Yeah.
But in the end, like if you like really invest your time into actually learning what you're doing, you're gonna eventually figure it out
So then
and
Tyson,
perform.
how much have you improved from high school to like, well, obviously right now?
So in high school, I started really running track like my sophomore year. So I went from like 10, 10, 9, 10, 8 consistently as a sophomore. Didn't have a junior season because of COVID.
Yeah.
Senior year, I went 1065 one time in the 100, 1055 win dated in
Yeah.
100, and coming to college last year went 10-5 win legally. This year I went 10-3 win legally, and then my 200s went from 21-7 one time to 21-2, knocking on 20 points for the 200.
Yep.
So yeah, it's been some like last year I was having a hard time qualifying for outdoor events. Took me to the last meet to qualify. This year I qualified the first open track meet for all my
So where are
events.
you at right now?
For the 100 I am, last time I checked I was 11th, and then in Arizona
13.
In the country, I'm 11th.
He's 11th in the country.
And then for the 200, I am somewhere like 15 to 18. And that's while running here. Most of the schools that we run against are in the Midwest, so like Kansas and things of that nature. So they really like they're like the stronger conference, so they usually run with each other and they get the faster times
Yeah,
with a lot more competition. Out here, it's like at most of the meets, my competition is my teammates
yeah.
or Division 1 schools
Mhm.
like U of A and ASU and GCU. So like we get to meets like that. Usually I'll finish in like the top 5 per event.
So Tyson, how important is it, and just educate us, like how important is it to be running in meets with better competition versus knowing that you're gonna, in the meets that you go in, you're like, I'm the fastest dude. It really
Yeah,
is that
so
big of a difference?
it's extremely important because
Okay.
if you go into a meet like a Division 1 meet and you know you can compete with those dudes, you kind of have a chip on your shoulder. Like I want to go out here and I want to show these schools that passed up on my opportunity that
Yeah,
I can compete with their best guys and I can beat most of the best guys. So I'm gonna go out here and try to prove to them that they should have at least try to attempt to talk to me
yeah.
rather than overlook me over the people that they have on the team right now. So it's definitely like it's definitely experience that I like. It's like I enjoy competing at bigger meets. Like the smaller meets be cool too because it's like more like you can work on fine tuning things in races and not have to stress about going out there and performing
Hmm.
at the big meets.
Yeah,
But after a while, you want to like show people that what you can do, so that you have like more of a radar on yourself, so
yeah,
that they can be like, oh, this kid is actually pretty good. Maybe we can try to add him to our team next year
yeah,
and better our team as time goes on. Like if we bring him into our program and we can build around him, or like just bring more pieces into with him,
yep.
we can have a better team. So,
So Tyson, when you said fine tune little things, like for a sprinter, like
mhm.
what's a little thing that we as people that don't have a trained eye should
so
be looking for?
so the start, I'm a terrible starter.
Okay.
Like that's probably my worst part of the race.
We gotta get that better.
I have to get that better. That's like this past weekend we was at GCU,
Hmm.
got completely cooked out the blocks all the way. So for in terms of the start, you can like try to with less stress, like a big meet, you don't have as many nerves going. So you could try to work on your start and transitioning into getting into top speed. So that would be like when someone's picking their head up gradually and they like their form finally comes together and they're just up standing straight, just rolling. That's
Hmm.
more like things you can find in that meet. Or if you're working on like a 200 or 400, you can work on the 400 for more strength in your shorter weight races. So
Okay.
that's what I've been doing more some of the season. I run 400s, which is not my main event at all, not even close.
Right.
Hate the event with a passion, but they'll have me run it just so when I go to lower events, my speed endurance to be
Mm.
able to hold on longer in the race is gonna be greater.
Totally
And then for
makes sense.
200, you can try to work on the two halves of the race. So you can try to work on the beginning 100 of the curve, which is for a lot of people it's a lot different. Like for me, I'm a little bit of a taller sprinter, so I have a hard time going on angles like the curve.
Hmm.
On the straight, I'm good. There's more people who are better on the curve that can eat it, but get to the straight and they die.
Okay.
So if you're trying to work on stuff like that, you can just go to the smaller meets and just try to see what you can do. And once you get to a bigger meet, put all that together and then try to go out there and win it.
Yeah. So do you guys watch film of yourself?
Yes, but not a lot.
Okay.
Like we watch like short clips
Yeah.
of seeing where you went wrong, like and where something could be better. But for the most part, it's just like again, you just watch it to see yourself do it so that you can attempt to correct it while when you go off flip for another rep.
You ever watch short clips of when it went right?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Yeah,
That's the
absolutely.
psychology piece.
Yeah, absolutely. Always. Like if you like if someone says your top speed look good, you rewatch the video and you can see where like you because in your body you know like what you were doing.
Yeah.
So if you can try to replicate that every time you're doing it, and you can see what it looks like when you're doing it, it's gonna
Yeah.
feel better for you.
Yep,
because you know
absolutely.
that no matter what happens, at the end of the day, if you continue to go on that same path, you'll be fine.
Yeah, you're doing a good job, Tyson. So what's a little thing that you're gonna emphasize to get your starts better? Because you guys are coming down to the end of the season.
Mhm.
You have regionals next week.
Yep.
So is there anything you can get better in like the next week?
Yeah.
Week and a half?
Honestly, the start is probably the easiest thing to get down only because
Okay.
the teammates that I have, as well as my coach, our coach actually does compete with us sometimes. Like
Okay.
he'll actually like run at some of our meets and
Mhm.
we'll not get last. Like he'll probably get like top five.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, he's fast himself. So I'll usually practice with him and my teammates like Boogie Archimedes and Osh,
Mhm.
and they're great starters. That's like they're better than me. So for me to practice with them, if I'm even close to them while we're at practice, I know that if I get to a meet and I can do the exact same thing or even better because of the adrenaline that's going when you're at a meet,
Yeah.
I'll be perfectly fine.
So Tyson, what oh what like do you have any like self-talk like right before a meet or as you're getting into the blocks or the night before? You talk about some like
Honestly,
positive.
I've had this is a people ask me this all the time. I honestly feel like if you go into a race with an empty head or a level head and you're not
Mhm.
like too hype or too like adrenaline rushed, that
Yeah.
you'll perform better
Oh,
whether than like if you're trying to hype yourself up or something. Because already sprinting is like a really stressful event. Because if you do one wrong thing, you could completely lose. It's so short. So
yeah.
as long as you're level headed and you can keep your cool, and by the time you get in the blocks, you just know you just have to execute and all that.
What do
You'll
you do
perform
to
a lot
stay
better than you think.
motivated?
Because although sprinting is a very like aggressive like movement, it's really more about relaxation after a certain amount of point.
Yeah. So
The
what do
more
you
you
do
relax. I'm sorry.
sorry. What do you do to keep your composure and
I listen
stay
to
level-headed?
I listen to really chill music
Okay.
the entire day. Like I'll probably listen to like a lot of people listen to rap music. I listen to like a lot of R&B. So like before one of our meets, I was listening to only Michael Jackson.
Okay.
I was listening to Chris Brown or Lauryn Hill or somebody.
Yeah.
Just R&B music, just to like and like just have fun. 'Cause at the
Good.
end of the day, that's what sports is about, having fun. If you
What did
stress
you
yourself out too. Hmm?
sorry. When did you fall in love with running?
I didn't really like it took a long time because I didn't really like doing it.
Mhm.
And my mom had she ran track and she went to Mountain View High School. And she was like, well, I was pretty good at track because I just wanted to play basketball.
Yeah.
I
Good
thought I
job.
was gonna go to the league for basketball. Clearly, that's not what happened. So I was like, I didn't really want to like have anything to do with running. And she was like, well, I was good at it, so like you might as well not do it. So she called the school, Chandler High School, the day after my basketball season ended. It was like, when he can come out? He was like, they said the next day. Went
Yeah.
on to the next day. Went through the whole season. I fractured my foot. Everything. I still ran, and I ended up qualifying for state that year. Didn't run at it because we had too many athletes to run at state. But and then I was like, I feel like this. I feel like I might be better at track if I actually invested my time into it. So
Mhm.
let me just work at that because I feel like I can get a scholarship at that more than basketball. For me, at least, that might be a lot easier. It actually ended up working out. So like once I like started like realizing like my progression and how I felt like winning and like getting better times, I was like I kind of like it.
That's cool.
Still love hate relationship though because them summer workouts will definitely make you want to quit entirely.
Oh, so Tyson, what like is there a professional track athlete you look up to or you kind of tap in to see what kind of skills you can
There's a
pick up?
couple. There's Craybon Gillespie. He runs for Nike right now. He had went to Mount Sac Junior College in California,
Mhm.
and then he went to the University of Oregon. And I saw him run personally when they came out here for a ASU Invitational when I was in high school that I ran at. And he just like the way he carried himself, I thought was so cool. Like that was the only like track athlete I can like say I fanboyed over. ever in my life because like he had like cool shoes, cool hairstyle, all jewelry. I was like, yeah,
Is that does he have a similar hairstyle as you right now?
kinda. He has braids, but like they're like red, and I was like, yeah, that's cool.
You're red and he works at and he was running for Oregon?
Yeah, it was different. And I was, and then he mind you, he won the 100 and 200. So I'm like, yeah, this guy's fast,
So what's
and
your
he's like,
ultimate goal with track?
um, I kind of just take that one step at a time. So at this point where I'm at, I want to just go to university a 4 year,
Yep.
and then just continue to get better. It don't matter like for me as long as I'm getting better at the school I'm at. I
Mhm.
feel like it's a good choice. It don't have to be like a big name or anything like that. But and if I continue to get better, then hopefully uh go to more world trials and possibly become a professional. And if not, I'm not gonna try to chase it either. So if it's just my time to stop doing it, it's my time to stop doing it. And I'm just going to the field that I went to for school.
Good. You got a good head on your shoulders. Can you tell our listeners about your opportunity and your experience you had this summer at the Olympic trials?
Okay, so after nationals, we had the U20 world not world championships, USA championships, which is for athletes under 20 who have to reach a certain qualification time. So for the 100, it was like 10:55 and 21:03 for the 200. I qualified for both the 1 and 200. So I entered for both of them, but I only ended up running 100 because I hurt my knee. I'd patella tendonitis. So it was in Oregon, University of Oregon, that was just had the that holds all the Olympics, all the World Championships, really historic stadium. And I was out there for like maybe a week, and like while I was out there, they held the U20 and the World Championships at the exact same time. So I saw like a bunch of athletes from Arkansas, Oregon, a bunch of the professional athletes. Um, Actually, I saw the people who got first, second, and third, like at the like the World Championships while I
Mhm.
was out there, and raced at the exact same time. And
That's cool.
I just like I was talking to people out there, and it was like they were just like telling me like to just like keep on going because you're young, you still got plenty of time to get faster. Don't try to be discouraging and stuff just because you had one bad day. But
Yeah.
it was a great experience to like go to and like experience what it's like to be there. So like when I come back because that was my first year. So when I came back, it was like now that I've seen this, I'm gonna try to get to that same level so that I can keep on um keep on getting better.
So are
So
you on pace to be invited again?
this year, I mean, there's a because I'm 20 now,
Oh.
I can't go to the U21, but there is a U23. That's every athlete under the age of 23,
Mhm.
and I am on pace to go in that one. Will I go this year? Maybe. Depends on how the season ends.
Yeah.
But the plan is to just keep going.
So
Keep going.
how are you guys looking going into the regionals?
Oh yeah, I'm very positive of winning,
That's awesome.
like landslide winning. Like I have full
Real?
confidence landslide.
I haven't talked to Coach Jacobs about that part.
Yeah,
Okay.
full confidence in all the sprints, jumps, um, shoot, hurdles, relays, even on the girls' side.
Yeah.
I think on the girls' side too. I'm like if they're not if we end up losing, even if there's a shadow of a doubt that we end up losing, it's gonna be hard. Like they're gonna have to do a lot to try to beat us. So
All
I
right.
think we're
Awesome.
in a good place.
Go T-Birds. Hey,
Mhm.
let the listeners know when is the region championship.
Our region championship is on May 2nd and May 4th. On May 2nd, it's preliminaries. So just and then that's just the first round. May 4th is the finals. So all the relays, all jumps, all finals are on that day. And that's when we're gonna be that's when also the awards and stuff were handed out. So
Gonna
it's
be a great day.
I don't know exactly what time it's at. I know it starts in the afternoon though, and it goes on through the night for both. But May 2nd,
Do
May
you
4th.
like running at night or in the day?
Sorry.
But do you prefer running in the day or the night?
All right. So I like running at night, but only because it's a little cooler and you don't have to
Mhm.
wake up as early. But at the same time, them meets be going on for hours. By the time we're done, it's probably like 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock. And you've been out there all day. You're
Yeah.
tired. You trying to get something to eat, nothing's probably open.
Yeah, you're
That's the
right.
only downfall of that one. But the morning meets are very annoying because you have to wake up extremely early. It's not anything fun.
Hey, what do you like? How do you feel your body? Real quick before we wrap this up. How do you feel your body like before and like during and after a meet?
So during a meet, like how does like how do you feel like if something's hurting or like just how do you
No,
feel in
like
general?
feel like what do you eat nutrition
Oh
wise?
man, I'm the wrong person for that one. I'm not gonna lie.
Are you a little punk?
Yeah, a little bit. And my coach hated. My coach is trying to get me to eat better so I have more energy, and a lot. And I've been trying to get better into that. But
Maybe you'll start better.
yeah, you're perfect. You're exactly right. But so far I've been eating like a lot of. This sounds something bad. During indoor season, before every single meet, I was eating McDonald's.
You were
Promise.
Tyson.
With all those records, all those was fueled by McDonald's.
What'd you eat the night before though?
Night before
Or day before?
wasn't no better. There was a streak of time where I was going on pasta and Olive Garden, but I felt that because I had been so accustomed to eating like chicken and stuff, not fried chicken. I mean fried
Yeah.
chicken. I don't like
Mhm.
I don't really like fried chicken like that. It makes me feel
Okay.
really sluggish. But I would eat like chicken and rice or like just something with chicken. Has to
Yeah.
have something with chicken. And I was like, I can't stray too far away from that because I just feel like I'm empty with little to no energy. So I have to eat something a little heavier. And the way my metabolism's set up, I can get away with that sometimes as long as it's not too much. So after that, I was just eating like Hawaiian food,
Okay.
like uh, stuff with just a bunch of chicken, and then just drinking a
Try
lot of
steak
water
next time.
and Pedialyte. I don't like the taste of it, but for how long we're outside and gotta get electrolytes in, a Pedialyte.
What about after a meet? You just go back to McDonald's?
After meat, gotta go to ATL Wings.
Oh, okay.
Gotta get some chicken wings. Gotta reward myself for a long day's work every single time. Or I'll get some kind of wing. I'll get like Wingstop. It's not gonna be healthy though.
All right.
That's the one day because I know I got 2 days before practice. So I'm gonna enjoy that first day. Second day I'm gonna eat a little better, so I don't feel it and throw up on Monday.
Yeah.
First day after, gotta get something crazy.
Okay. That's fair enough. All right. So, you've already do you have a favorite sports quote?
Honestly, no, I really don't. Now I have like in terms of quotes, like I'll probably say a Derrick Rose quote. And if I wish I had it, but it was at the time when he was continuously getting injured,
Mhm.
and it was more like it was like along the lines of the rose that grew under the concrete,
Okay.
but I don't fully remember exactly what it was, but like he was that was like a player in general that like inspired me just to keep pushing and keep
That's
playing sports because
good.
he kept doing it after all the injuries that he had, and it was like if he can do it from the circumstances that he came from, why can't
Mhm.
I do it?
Right. You have a good attitude. All right. Last thing to wrap this up. When and if, what do you like to do in your spare time?
In my spare time, I like to play video games.
Which one?
When I'm not in track season, I like to play basketball, like to skate, to mini golf. I do a lot of
Like
things.
skateboard skate or roller skate?
Roller skate.
Where do you go roller skating?
Skateland, if I'm in Glendale, on that side of town, great skate, things like that. I gotta buy my own pair of skates actually, because I wanna learn how to backward skate.
Okay.
but I like to do that. I can't do it during the season because I kind of need my feet. But
Right. A little bit.
yeah, after the season, that's usually what I tend to do. And I like to swim too.
Oh, you do?
Hmm.
All right, cool. Hey, real quick, we're going to play a little game called This or That to end this fun podcast with you, Tyson. So it's rapid fire. Just tell us what's off the top of your head, okay?
Okay.
All right. Text or FaceTime?
FaceTime.
TikTok or Snapchat?
Snapchat. Ooh, no. TikTok. TikTok.
Get off TikTok. Indivisibility or super strength?
Super strength.
Dutch or Starbucks?
Starbucks.
Big dog or small dog?
Big dog.
What kind?
German Shepherd or Pit.
Okay. Hot or cold?
Hot.
Messy or tidy?
Mm, tidy.
Reality TV or documentary?
Documentary.
Do you have a favorite one?
Nah, I like sports documentaries though. Like I like 30 for 30s.
Yeah, those are cool. English or math?
English.
Night out or night in?
Night in.
Salty or sweet?
Sweet.
Red or white?
Red.
And white. Go T-Birds.
Yep.
All right, Tyson, good luck. Make sure I guess you're running straight. I usually tell Coach Jacobs, coaching track's easy. Just got to tell him to turn left. But anyways, good luck with regions.
Thank you so much.
And thanks for your time on this podcast.
Of course, anytime.
All right, good luck to you, Tyson.
Thank you.